On top of the visual trigger warning, there's also going to be an audible trigger warning for the video for mentions of suicide and self harm. I'm going to start off with a poem, and excuse me if I get emotional. It's personal. The morning after you kill yourself, everything will stay the same as it once was. Your bed will stay unmade, your blankets will stay on the floor, your clothes will stay scattered across your room, and your dogs will sleep on it, not knowing where you are. Your mom will sit in the bathroom, asking what she could have done to prevent it and make things easier for you. And your dad will rub your shoulders, wishing there was a way that he could have made sure you were better. Your siblings will stare at your pictures on their phones. They look for reels to send to you on Instagram that you'll never answer on again. Your grandparents will wonder why they outlived you, and they'll have a hope chest of things they got for you that they'll eventually sell to strangers who do not understand their meaning. The result from your blood test that you took 2 weeks ago will sit in an office never to be touched. Your favorite meals will be cooked, but you'll never be able to smell them again. The morning after you kill yourself will be just the same as it was before. The world will spin and the leaves will come and go with the seasons. Your funeral will be planned, your mother will cry as she places her handful of dirt on the top of your casket. When the sun sets, your family will sleep and dread will wash over your house as grief drowns them quietly. Parties will be thrown, and soon enough your birthday will roll around again. Instead of celebrating, there will be a box where people write for you. Every message will be in a bow of things you never get to see or hear or feel. Your sister had a baby, your brother got married, your parents renewed their vows and sold their old house. Eventually, it will be a year since the morning you killed yourself. Nothing will have changed. You're not there, but the world keeps moving. The world will move on without you, and the people you know won't wait up. But you'll sit there and wonder, what was it like? Would life be like if I was still there? And you'll ponder possibilities of life after death. A year and a half later, your name will still bring tears to your friends. And they'll wonder if they could do anything differently, if it could save your life, if it could change things. And I wonder why you seemed so happy. Like nothing could get in your way. You had a girlfriend, you had a great life. But your friends will never know. And so they'll sit around and wonder why. And eventually, you'll be nothing more than a distant memory. To some, you will be more than that. Some just can't forget you. And yet, there'll be some who push themselves to forget you because of the pain that it brings them. 20 years after your passing, there might be a monument, there might not be. People will still talk about how great you were. Beyond that, the Lord will decide. So I just gotta say, if you're struggling with that stuff, that shit, don't don't go at it alone. There are people who care about you. They want to help. I was in. I was on my way there, and so I just want anybody that's struggling this to know you're not alone. There are people who care about you, even if it doesn't feel like it. Folks love you so much. I know this is a little late for mental health months and such, but I don't want it to be too late for somebody. I don't want somebody to not wake up in the morning. I don't want I it, I don't want somebody to end up like my friend. There are people who want to help. I've been through the system of mental health, even though I never mind. But Robin Williams said suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem. But as folks that aren't struggling with it, you also need to help your friends that are struggling with it. They might seem fine on the outside, but on the inside, they're fighting a battle you know nothing about. They could be struggling with rejection, loneliness, heartbreak, feeling like a failure. But they put on a show. They put on a mask so that way no one asks them, so they don't have to be vulnerable. But inside, they're hurting. They're hurting so bad. They just want somebody to ask how they're doing. They want someone to help them through it. They want to feel love from somebody. They want they don't like feeling alone. Now I got to address the guys. Guys, if you've made this far, just know you don't have to be strong 100% of the time. It's okay to be vulnerable. And if someone turns you away from it, go away from that person. They aren't worth it. You are loved just as much as girls, even though society says you have to be strong, you have to be tough, you can't let anything get in your head. In reality, that's just not true. We need help just as much as girls do. Guys have gotten so used to masking their feelings because people would berate them for it. But in reality, they need help a lot of times as much as the women do. So, if you are struggling or you know someone that's struggling, reach out to the struggling person. Or if you are the struggling person, just reach out to somebody and ask, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And if they say, "I'm busy," reach out to somebody else that's equally as important. Or reach out to some administration that you know well. Reach out to somebody that you know will listen to you. A lot of people have suicidal thoughts, but it's one thing to have them and another thing to enact on them. Because people enact on them, they believe they have no other shot. That's their escape. But we shouldn't push them to that. We should notice whenever they're struggling. If they're drawing away, reach out to them and say, "Are you okay?" And don't be mean if they are if they aren't. Don't laugh at them if they're crying. Don't berate them for crying. Just give them a hug. Tell them I love you. Tell them you matter to me. So many people commit suicide because they don't feel like they're loved. That shouldn't happen. And so, if you are struggling with it, reach out, connect somebody. And if you think a friend might need just encouraging, don't wait for somebody else to, because they might, no one else, other person might not. They might not reach out to somebody. They might think that you aren't worth their time, that they aren't worth yours. But in reality, one of the greatest things you can do is reach out to somebody, or if they reach out to them, it's one of the greatest things that can happen. It can stop so much suicide if people will just talk. Not talking, that's what kills people. But talking to somebody, it could save their life. That's really all I have to say.